Alright, we are back on with the second match. This is game point for Lelouch here. Let's see if
Yes.
AgentCooper can do it.
All right. So, last game we saw a relatively well executed Immortal Sentry push with by Lelouch. Went and just demolished the third and natural of Agent Cooper. So we'll see how things turn out now.
Yeah,
We'll see if there's
AgentCooper had a
another Immortal
really
Sentry push
good
come from Lelouch and
macro style. He was able to get a lot
yeah.
of drones. If he was able to move those drones over and then hopefully secure that third, he would have potentially maybe even got roaches or
Yeah.
even infestors and would have crushed that push
Mhm.
with roachling infestor
But
easily.
yeah, I feel like going Spire was a bad choice in that game, and also because it was a really late Spire as well. Because he just like got the layer and then he just sort of didn't build the Spire for a little while. But anyway, in the upper left-ish corner-ish,
Can I speak? I don't know if I
we
thought.
have the pink Agent Cooper Zerg friend, and then in the
I
bottom right-ish,
obviously can't type. Can you type? Maybe you can type.
I type. Hold on. Because you should be able to type, because you're a referee, I think.
Can you see this?
Why
Oh.
would you need to type?
Oh no, he was talking. They were talking about some cross thing. I don't even know.
Oh well.
Cross. This is
But
cross only. I don't know. But
so then
on the
in the
bottom
bottom
right
right-ish
corner,
corner, we have the purple Protoss,
the wonderful
Lelouch,
Lelouch.
who is currently up 1-0. Got a relatively early scout from Lelouch, trying to, I'm guessing, a 6 pool or something.
Do we? Oh, I forgot to
Cooper's.
do this again. My bad, peoples. Forgot to open up the structure delay or
Oh,
the character overlay.
oh.
My bad. But yeah, here we go. How early was the spawning pool? Like a 10 pool? That's my guess.
Uh, it was around a 10 pool, yeah. And then, Lelouch has a probe just sitting at his nexus, just sort of guarding that little corner. Not sure. I mean, if that's you got to respect the probe's life choices, but
He
just
had to
probably get
take
a
a
job.
break. Like have you ever read on the Day 9 TV forums, Bob the Probe? I mean, he went through a lot of stuff. He went through a lot, and
Sure.
probes. I mean, they're not just these mindless machines that try to do the
Mhm.
maker's will. They
Yeah,
have a life too, So,
yeah.
but
And
I mean, talk about drones. They become buildings. I mean, how do you live your
yeah,
life as that?
you just
I'm
you
a
just are, man.
drone, and when I become older, I'm gonna become a spawning pool. I mean,
'Cause I want to grow up to become a hatchery. Yeah, little drone dreams.
exactly.
Anyway, but we have actually Lelouch's expansion
It's the
much
exact
quicker.
same thing. I think he. Oh no!
Yeah,
Instead, he went Forge first and then Gateway. No, Forge first,
yeah. Oh,
Gateway,
that was like was
Nexus,
last game
and
too.
then Photon Cannon. No, I think the last game he went Nexus and then Forge Gateway. So
Oh, yeah.
he got the Photon Cannon. He's gonna get the Photon. Let me start. We're gonna get the Photon Cannon a little bit earlier,
Hmm.
which will prevent Zergling harassment.
Yeah.
Since they do have 4 Zerglings, but they're not gonna be able to do much.
No,
That
because
Photon Cannon's way
this
too
is really
strong.
well built right now. Because the Zerglings have to go
Way too
all the way around the Nexus in order to attack this cannon.
Well, once the first Zerglin dies, I'm sure AgentCooper will pull back.
Yeah. So right now he's just scouting.
Oh,
Uh,
took one hit and pulls back.
okay. That's a smart move. Don't want to lose anything if you don't have to. But
Well,
we see this probe over here on the left side, though. I'm not sure if that's going to be planting a proxy pylon or if it's just sort of hiding there, avoiding getting a job.
I don't
Third
see
base
where. Oh,
already.
that probe. Yeah, probably a proxy pylon. But I wonder if he's
Uh,
going to spot this early third, 6-minute
I don't
third.
know.
Wow. This is
Because
really
there's
ballsy here.
0 drones in the natural, and he's already expanding to the third. So I wonder how that's gonna work out for him.
Not sure
Because
here.
Lelouch, he seems to be doing pretty well. He's already saturated on his main and getting there on his second.
Well, he's
So
getting his
Stalker
gas
coming
a
out.
little bit earlier. He got his gas in last time, I think about 8 minutes. He's getting it almost a minute and a half earlier.
Oh
So we
yeah,
could be seeing, we've seen maybe some early upgrades, maybe an early Roach Warren. But I don't know how he's going to saturate all three of these bases. I mean, this
I
hatchery is
don't
going to be
know.
up within the next 20 seconds.
Especially if a push ends up coming from Lelouch like it did last game. If he's unable to saturate these in time and get an army like at that
Well,
time, he's
yeah.
just gonna lose the third base again.
Well, Lelouch doesn't really have anything right now. I mean, he is gaining his 4 gateways right now, so we might be seeing a push within the next 2 minutes or so. So we'll see what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
if AgentCooper does not get a Overlord in this base and sees a 4 gate, he's gonna be in some deep trouble. He has
that
nothing to defend this.
that Overlord has 3 HP. If it manages to scout something, then that would just be icing on the cake because
If I
it's
was Husky or Day9 here, I would be doing these Overlord, talking, but
Overlord talking.
I
Just
can't.
a
I
that kind
can't
of
do
stuff.
it. I would disappoint the Overlord community. I would
The
disappoint
Overlords
it.
would just shun you.
They would. They would shun me really hard. All
Four
right.
Spallers going down at the front of his natural.
Oh, we got a
Very
Roach Warren, so we might be able to defend this push. Just if we're able to maybe even get an Infestor out too, like maybe like 3 or 4 Infestors would be.
yeah,
It would be awesome to be able to stop a 4 gate push,
definitely.
especially if you can get this third base up too.
Still don't see any layer going down as of yet, but he is building roaches,
If only
which
he can
is
send his, if he can pull out the creep into the front of his base,
yes.
that'd be like the best place to
The
defend,
creep spread, in order to hold off the Immortal Sentry push, if you have really
especially
good
from his third
creep spread,
base.
it helps a lot.
Oh, well, he's
Like,
doing the creep spread. He's doing the creep
oh,
spread.
that's a good thing. The observer does see the third base and how it only has one drone. It's now moving up to the natural. Gonna see everything there. Right, layer about halfway done now. Main, plenty saturated, not oversaturated like it was last game.
Well, because you saw the
Well,
third, Lelouch goes ahead and takes his third base.
yep.
He has a proxy pylon, which he probably
Looks to
can
be,
just warp in and probably kill off these rocks
yeah.
if he wanted
Looks like
to.
it's gonna be either a delayed push or a macro game. Because
Well,
this third is not something you always
I
see.
mean, Lelouch sees everything that he has. He
Mhm.
saw the Roach Warren, right?
Yeah, he sees the Roach Warren. He
Yeah.
saw
What did
Roach's
Argent
on,
Cooper see? Argent Cooper knows he has a second base.
and then that's about it.
And that's about it. So Argent
Uh,
Cooper's in the dark again. He should
yeah.
either protect his base a
Oh,
bit. I mean, he
oh,
has his Roach.
The observer went down. So Lelouch no longer has vision of anything else, but I don't think he really needs much vision
Nah,
at this
he
point.
saw everything.
The only thing that he really doesn't know now is which tech path he's going. His
Okay.
opponent's going
Well,
down
he's
after
using
Lair.
all his drones, or he's using all his larvae to create
Mhm.
things, and he has what? I don't even know how to bring up the army tab.
He has 18
How
roaches at
do
the
we bring
moment.
it? Oh, army supply. Oh, there it is, baby. Look at that. I'm learning now. So 72 to
Oh.
56. I mean, let's see what. I mean, we had 3 immortals, 5 stalkers, 3 sentries. But we got 18 roaches. And 18 roaches backed up with 4 queens. It's a pretty beefy army. We don't really have much zerglings here, but the transfused are really good.
Yeah. And Cooper not seeing the third right now is probably going to be pretty bad because it's just going to give there's time to get ahead. And it looks to be a macro game, not an Immortal Sentry push.
Well, I mean, they're pretty much. I mean, even though he's behind in army supply, I mean, they're not too far behind in supply. If he
He's
can
building
get up,
Colossus and
oh, sorry about that
queuing
lag
them up
right there.
even.
But
So,
if he can get up like, an infestation put, get like 4 or 5 sentries.
yeah. Well, and the thing here is that the Protoss has three bases completely saturated.
Protection.
Cooper has 2.5.
There we go. There you go,
His
Castle
third base
9.
is not fully saturated. So I feel like at this point, Lelouch is just gonna increase his army size to the point where Agent Cooper might have trouble just keeping up. I mean, unless he takes another base.
We got these
but-
Hydras, but I don't really know what for. I mean, they do really do a lot of damage, but I think
Mhm.
I think Roach and Fester Zergling would be perfect, and maybe
Maybe.
I mean we
I guess
and then
it
if he's gonna be getting some Colossus up, we're gonna have to be seeing some Corruptors pretty soon.
And remember though, Cooper is blind, so he doesn't even know what his opponent's army composition is.
Well, I
So
think
he's just sort of blindly going Roach Hydra.
well,
So
we're at,
I mean,
we're at
it's not a terrible decision.
We're at only 1-0 upgrades versus I think we have at 2-2 upgrades for Protoss. So that's really, oh no, they only 1-0 upgrades for Protoss as well.
1-1 for Zerg now.
So
Still just 1-0 for
Well,
that Protoss.
like someone says, always Dark Shrine. So we're gonna maybe see some Warpins for
Anytime
some Dark
Shrine in the
Templar
future.
here with this Proxy Pylon.
Because Proxy Pylon is very interestingly placed. Because his opponent probably will never see it.
I mean,
Never notices there.
if I
but
were
he just-
him, I would have maybe placed it right here, or right next to it, because then he might be able to warp in right there.
Oh,
But I think
comes
he's just
the push.
gonna take down this. Does he see this? Yeah, he kind of sees it. Oh,
Oh.
I'm not sure. I think he sees it, but
well,
he's
good
pulling
on
out.
Lelouch, though, to open up that extra
Oh,
attack
he sees
pass
it. Oh
there.
no, the engagement.
You
The
just-
engagement.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, where are your Hydras? This actually looks to be fairly evenly matched as far as army. I feel like maybe
Well, the
a
army
few more
supply
rounds of
tab is
Warpins,
Pretty
and
much like almost close to
Lelouch
the
might just
opposite.
sweep it. Oh, the Zealot
Oh.
attack to distract, so... Oh, he's getting in there.
Oh,
There's the
that force field.
Force fields are pretty good. Oh, those are good force fields. The Colossus
Oh,
are just
that's
going to
not
tear
good.
through everything.
Those force
Ah.
fields.
And the spine crawlers are still up there at the very top of the natural.
And to say,
Probably should have moved.
even
Should have
though
moved.
if AgentCooper was able to defend this push, I mean, look at the bank of Lelouch. Even if he lost all this,
Yeah.
he can pretty much build this right back up instantly with a few Warpins and
Yeah.
a few pumping out his Colossus. So I mean, losing that much, but then having the macro of like a pretty much
Just
boss.
leaving 2 DTs to take out the third while he just continues to push up into the natural. I feel like the spine crawlers and the natural probably should have been down more in between the natural and the third to help
Yeah.
defend and keep them out of the center for as long as possible.
Mhm.
But
Well, I think it's.
see here we see him just
I don't
pushing
really
in.
know what AgentCooper can do to defend this. I mean,
I don't know either.
he's lost his other base.
And
I don't think
Lelouch
he has
is
much. He's trying to pump out as much roaches as possible, but does he even
But-
have vision of the Dark Templar?
No, I don't think he does. And the funny part about this is Lelouch behind this is taking the high yield, so that's just throwing.
Oh,
Cooper
and there's
even
the
more.
GG.
And there's the GG. So there you have it. Lelouch just 2-0'd Agent Cooper. Protoss just went victorious, and he will now go into the finals.
I mean, AgentCooper had excellent. I mean, he had really good macro. It just when the placement of certain certain units and then
Placement.
getting distracted for certain
Yeah, and
the Zelip and DT warp and just
and
mess
the
them
first
up a
time
bit,
he
but-
went into attack, he forgot to bring his Hydras, so he lost a few roaches for nothing at that point.
Mhm.
Because he just ran in and then ran back out. So he did lose a little bit there.
Mhm. But
And
I
then
mean,
that is the semifinals.
well, that is the semifinal. So it will be AgentCooper versus Lelouch for the bronze,
Yep.
and then it will be Lelouch versus I think
Random
random betrayal for the final for the gold.
Indeed, it will, and that should be a really good game. A TVP. Funny, you know how everyone screams Zerg OP, but no Zergs in the finals, guys.
Yeah, my race too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the finals. But stay tuned. I think I think it's gonna be
Indeed.
Nate's champ.
No.
I think we might be doing the bronze.
Yeah, I believe it's going
If
to be.
not, then Nate will be doing N Tucker is going to be doing the finals. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you in a bit.
Yes.